Hey guys, it's day 9 of the WUKAR 90, and today was a rough day. And I'm not going to make this a super long video. I'm also not going to make this a wine fest. So I got the results back on my knee MRI, and my my ACL is gone. And I also have meniscus issues, and so if you don't know the knee parts, it's basically the ACL is the main ligament in your knee, and it with what the report came back, and then I reviewed the MRIs myself because I've been learning a ton about it and looking at it, and I showed my son, and it's I can't even believe I've been able to do what I've been even doing the last 6 or 7 years. And I also understand, so I've been basically running for 6-7 years. I got hurt in a soccer game 6-7 years ago. That's when this happened. So I have not had an ACL for almost 7 years. So part of it is, can you function? Do you need to do surgery, or do you need to there's all kind of stem cell stuff. There's cool stuff we can do now with nutrition and stuff. But without doing any of that stuff, can you function without it? And so part of it is, have I been functioning for 7 years? Yes. But now that I'm leveling up everything in the past few months here, and I'm running, I just set, mile records, half mile records, all this stuff with running, and realizing what's been happening is I'm testing these limits, and there's certain, the limits of what the ACL has been, the lack of one has allowed me to do. I can't go beyond those limits anymore and do what I want to do. So I can't function the real life that I'm trying to live as is. I did do kickboxing again this morning. So I did it last Tuesday, and today was my second session. And so it did, I'll just say this. The workout went better. It was hard as all hell. I'm super sore and wiped out. But my knee absolutely impacted that workout, and there's all of the right leg kicks because I'm balancing on the bad knee. There's certain ways I can't turn, and I can't get full power, and I can't do, and that's my strong leg. So it's crazy that my weak leg is performing better on the kicks than my strong leg, and that's because I can balance on the strong leg like crazy. I don't even know if that goes high enough. So it's a huge impact to my life, and I've cried several times. I've basically been depressed for the last 5-6 hours on and off, and I have a lot better psychology around it now, but it's a huge impact on my life. I had a 3rd-degree ankle sprain in college. It took out my senior year. It's where I walked away from soccer for the first time, and then I came back to soccer. I was supposed to be out for, I don't know, 3 or 6 months. I don't remember. I came back after 6 weeks, so a month and a half. And of course, I was like 20, 21, because I was pretty young for a senior in college. And so things heal a lot faster, and I did come back to really anyway. But if I end up having constructive surgery, it's going to be at least, in fact, I think freaking knee reconstruction is like 8 to 9 months before you're fully active back again, if I remember right. I know it's at least 3 to 6 months. And for me to think of the whole next six months plus or minus of not being able to compete where I want to, that freaking kills me. Now again, I have all this other health, I have my family, I have my business, I have all these other parts of life that I can focus even more on, but all the energy to serve all those areas of my life comes from my workouts. And if the workouts are missing, or if I can't generate all that energy, there's not as much energy to give out, and every area suffers from that. And so it's going to be very interesting. It's also going to be an exercise in my creative abilities to, creative problem solving, connect with, I know some of the best, literally some of the best doctors on the entire planet. I'm within 1 degree of separation from them. So it's time for me to reach through some people and do some connecting and just see. I mean, this is a huge moment in my life, and I'm not underplaying that. And maybe a knee isn't a big deal to you watching this. I totally understand. Maybe you're healthy now, or you can do your own sport you've done forever, whatever it is. That's totally cool. The reality is, when I had to stop playing soccer, that was a major blow, and I've made up for it with running, and all these other gifts have come out of that. But the things I want to be doing in the coming months, they're not going to be there. And so I also realized I put a bunch of stuff together. I just hadn't taken the time to sit down and like look at my own businesses and everything. Need to make some decisions with a business partner around a business we're creating, and do we have the same goals? Is it still working? All this kind of stuff. So it was and also, so that's like all the trying stuff today. There's a lot of really good things today, really awesome stuff with my family. My kids did some brand new things. I spent 3 hours this morning, or 2 hours after the workout this morning, talking with a highly accomplished martial arts guy, highly accomplished around the world, like amazing guy. So it was really cool. Really had a cool day overall beyond the news. And the reality, here's one of the things, the distinctions I had about my knee was, as much as I realize now, like, dude, you're not playing soccer without a surgery and or the right connections with the right supplements, all this kind of stuff. It was a big blow to me, but I also realized, like, I didn't know that for the last 6 or 7 years, but my ACL's been missing this whole time. Maybe it was like 90% missing, and the last 10% went this 10 days ago when I felt a little tweak or whatever. But I just realized that things are a little different now, but it's the realization. I finally got the freaking MRI, which I needed 6-7 years ago, but I couldn't afford it, and I didn't have insurance, and I didn't have the connections I have now that get me MRIs. Like, I got this whole MRI plus X-ray for $510 US, and a full MRI, you go through insurance, all that stuff, it's thousands of dollars. It's like crazy, and that's just taking pictures inside your knee, kind of a thing. So it's really cool. I'm grateful for all the resources, all the connections I have now, and so this is going to turn out awesome. Today sucks, but every day, every moment in my life that's always sucked in the past, it's always led into some big realization or breakthrough or a path that I needed to go down that's led me to the amazing life I have. And so as much as today sucks, I'm going to be tomorrow looking back, and tomorrow could be tomorrow, it could be months, whatever it is, looking back on this, realizing how grateful and thankful I am that all this is happening. And I just told Matt and Tarlise, I was like, dude, not them, I told the entire leadership team. So I kind of shared with them earlier how hard this had hit me, and I didn't put it on Facebook. This is nowhere else. This video is the first place I'm publicly sharing anything. And then I went back later and I just said, you know what? I need a bigger perspective on this. It's not cancer. Look what Matt just went through. That was way worse than this, and I just really appreciated being in this community and being surrounded by, like, for example, Matt's example he just said over this past month, that is hugely inspirational. So then I felt like an asshole complaining about it's not a little knee issue, it's like the biggest knee issue you could have, but who the hell am I to complain about that just because I'm this like fitness guy that works out every day and stuff? That, just because that's a big part of my life doesn't mean, it means I got caught in my perspective and I didn't step back and like see the world and be like, dude, look at my whole life. Looking back on today, I could end up being the strongest and best version I've ever been of myself in a year from now, all fueled by how bad I want it, based on, dude, you're going to be laying around for months. You're going to be on crutches. You're going to be all this. You're going to be in a bed with a damn exercise machine, stretching your knee in and out all day long, or all while you sleep, all that stuff. And as I get through all that crap, as hard as all that will be, and I go through all rehab, all re-strengthening, everything, all that bullshit, all the stuff you have to go through, there will be a base created that will be better than the base I've been on for probably my entire life. Just like when I started doing Muay Thai kickboxing recently, the base, I mean, dude, I have before pictures from a few weeks ago, and when I show you pictures before, if I do the surgery or whatever's going to happen, I'll make sure I take these pictures before I get all out of shape. You will see side-by-side difference of just what one little practice makes in a person. I've already seen it in 2 freaking workouts. It's freaking awesome. I can't wait for months down the road. Or maybe weeks, because maybe in months maybe I'll be in crutches and crap. So, rough day, but it's part of this whole thing, and I am very excited to. I had some things happening that were outside of business that I had to focus on all the other areas of my life. But business, I am honestly really excited about the business momentum and things happening in my business world. So that's totally awesome. You know, I'm going to focus on all the good stuff, and we will see where everything goes. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. And I'm also want to throw out some gratitude for I needed to send an email. I was literally falling asleep over an hour ago on the couch and got up, took a quick shower, got this video done, got everything done. This is what it takes to finish all these extra things, even when I'm dead damn tired. Like, if you can hear I'll just because we're having fun, we're gonna end this. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, they're not too bad now. They might look a little more red to you guys because you can probably see them better. My eyes were completely bloodshot just like right before I started this video from like sleep, like pulling at my eyes like, dude, get your butt to bed, you're wiped. So appreciate you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.